Hey, everybody. I wanted to just jump on here for a minute or two and share some thoughts that I have that I've been meditating on today. In my morning Bible reading this morning, one of the things I read was Psalm 32. And I read verse 8 where it says, this is a promise from God, and it's a good promise. It says, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you. And that verse is precious to me because I've lived long enough to realize that I really don't know which way to go in life. And whenever I just depend on my own thought processes and my own supposed intelligence to try to figure out what I'm supposed to do, I've done that so much in my life and I've made so many wrong moves and made so many mistakes that I've come to the place that I realize I really need God to show me what to do in my life. And it's not just the real big decisions in my life. I need God to direct every day of my life. I need God to instruct me and teach me in the way that I should go every day in my life. When I was a little kid, my mother used to tell me, you need to pray for God. She always said this. You need to pray for God to lead, guide, and direct you every day. You need to pray for God to lead, guide, and direct you every day. And, you know, I heard that, but it really didn't affect me like the idea of acknowledging God for leadership affects me now. I need God's leadership. I need God's instruction. I need God to show me what to do. There are many times in my day that I come across things or some kind of a situation, and I have to acknowledge God and say, God, give me wisdom in this. Show me what to do. Show me how to handle this. And so he gives me this promise: I will instruct you, and I will teach you in the way that you should go, and I will counsel you with my eye upon you. I like that right there. My eye upon you. In other words, I think the Lord is saying, I'm watching you. I know where you are. I see what you're going through. I see what you need. And I'm going to counsel you from my perspective with my eye upon you. God has a different perspective than we do. I've often said this, and I really believe it's true. God does not run the universe from our temporary perspective, but he runs the universe from his eternal perspective. So God can see things that I can't see. And based on what he knows and what he sees, not what I know and what I see, based upon what he knows and what he sees, he gives me guidance. He instructs me. It reminds me of Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Or James chapter 1, I think it's verse 8. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, who giveth to all men liberally. The God of heaven is available to guide our lives if we'll but acknowledge him and trust him. And then in verse 9 it says this: Be not like a horse or a mule without understanding, which must be curbed with bit and bridle, or it will not stay near you. And I think the one thing we can learn from that verse is this: don't make it hard for God to lead you. Don't make God have to take drastic measures to guide your life. Acknowledge him, trust him, and receive from him the instruction. Let him teach you in the way that you should go, and he will show you the way. Well, I hope that's an encouragement to you, and I hope that you will be reminded that the God of heaven is available to lead your life and that you'll trust him to do so. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great evening.